Hello guys, my name is Donnelly de Jesus. I choose the history titles The Little Princess. The history The Little Princess is very interesting. Right by Anthony de Saint-Exupéry. The title is because the history tells as my princess who live on as my planet next to a flower and the three volcanoes. The protagonists of the history are a little princess and the narrator, who, because of a problem with the engine of the planet, landed in the immense desert, and there he met him. As the history writes is course many characters as the king, as the vine, as the truck, uh, as the businessman, the geographer, who were the people who did you know understand except the bluffer or old fuss. To me, the bad guys in the history were those people who limit children's dreams, or the adults cayen in the history. The history is developed in the vast Sahara Desert, where the narrator met the little princess and told him the history of where he came from. The history tells other space suits the first planet that was small and there was no one but a rat and king. The second planet was inhabited by a consenting man. The third planet inhabited by a tipper who was served the barrows. The fourth planet inhabited by a businessman. The five planets inhabited by a land printer. Late, that was the smallest planet. The sixth planet, that was the times the size of the five planets, inhabited by geographer, and the seventh planet to visit the little prince was the planet Earth. The little princess was a child who lived on a very small planet and who descended to small space, helping be a flock of birds visiting different planets. In one there is a king who was the child to be his soldiers. Is another life and a content, whose side does he was a star. In another a layer that sort of along a layer because the planet is so small that it's down and get dark intact. So passing through different places fat is the desert on our planet and meet another chariots. The first an aviator that had been broken his planet, then a foes he befriends. The blood and cloaked both begins to discover that no everything was as he believed in his planet, is which he had a beautiful rose and three volcanoes. The history ends with the narrator requests that if upon visit the Africa desert, they will not forget to visit that place under the star. And if they find a man lounging with golden hair and who does not answer any question, he will know that it is the little princess, and that is that happened to live in snow. It's been messenger or in some way the realist that he has returned. The moral is that we realize how limited our imagination is because of the limitedness of the other, in this case that of adults. Let us not limit children to dream, to using imagination. Do not kill the dreams that in future times will bring fruit. This is because his history we see how adults always do the same thing and do nothing to change it, and even the little princess God is strangers. It will end in a happy ending for the little princess and the flower. How he felt back the time so that the narrator could paint the last on the board of the lamps, so that the floor is not it, and the narrator how no worry and create a portal under the star, so that people like narrator they can go visit the little princess and the little princess can return to her to visit him. My favorite part was when the little princess left his planet to visit the others. I like this part because he discovered many realities that happen on their planet that are going on today. I realize how are strange adults. I didn't like the part where the floor was small because it made the little princess feel bad, and this caused her to leave her planet. But the little princess living a grand adventure. The story is very interesting. It fills the imagination and creativity. Also shows how some reality stands our planet is going through, but it's a very funny and recommended that read is very good. Thank you.